So you've identified these 12 elements that, and I would love to just understand, how did you get to 12? How did you know one kind of warranted or broke a threshold that it was meaningful? And how you monitor that? Because I would imagine that sometimes something that is valuable today could become commoditized tomorrow, and so you have to constantly dynamically look at these elements or these attributes. It's almost like a next generation customer health scorecard that you're building.
So the heuristic itself actually looks at reactive elements, but it also looks at a bunch of proactive elements. And it's where we might have something about a lack of usage of the product, we would also pair that up with there's no expansion opportunity within the customer that's been documented, meaning we don't have a plan to actually have them adopt further. We have certain elements of the heuristic that are weighted more heavy than others. There might be 2 or 3 things that you could have go red, but that might not make the entire customer health card go red.
It's a composite.
It's a total composite, yeah.
Right.
But we have one, the one that I'm thinking of right now. So positive business outcomes and executive buyer in place. If those 2 things are not there, the customer goes yellow, like right away, regardless of what the other 11 heuristics look like. That is a heavily weighted element, because if we don't know why we are doing business with them, if we're not aware of their outcomes, we don't know why we're showing up to work every day with them, and we don't have executive sponsorship up the chain to go report that to, that's a massive, huge element. I don't think that's nothing mystical. That's critical.
Right.
But there are other things that are what I'll call 5%ers and 10%ers, where if you miss 1 or you miss 2 or 3, you might still be green, but they're flagged, and there are different teams that are responsible for rectifying and taking them from red to green, or from yellow to green. In terms of how to monitor them, that was where I started using tools like Gainsight, which is a great aggregator of multiple data streams. You still need to go do the work and get the data streams from the different places that you need it. You need to integrate it with your support system. You need to integrate it with your CRM system. You need to integrate it with your product usage data, your telemetry data. You still need to go do that work. And I learned over the years where I first rushed to go integrate things, now I build plans for how I'm going to integrate them, and then it's usually a phased approach.
Right.
Anyone that's deployed customer success automation software has been through it. They realize, this is a little harder than I thought, or maybe I should have phase 2, phase 3, and we build out that plan. So we look at things that are very easy to collect, literally within a matter of days, and stitch it together. And then we have longer poles in the tent, where we know we want to aggregate things together into data metrics, like pull 5 different sources together and create a metric, and then pull that into the heuristic. And that might take longer, but ultimately we get almost everything down to an automated capture of some kind.